All right, wow, what a car. Absolutely stunning Subaru WRX. All right, so my goal today is to go around this vehicle real quick, just touch any blemish. On a black car of this year, we expect to find a couple minor cosmetic issues, and I don't think anybody who's purchasing a pre-owned vehicle has an expectation for new. But the reason we do these videos is because 80% of our business now is done remotely. And what we don't want to happen is for you to find a vehicle online, get it shipped to your house, see the pictures, and all of a sudden you're blindsided by the fact that it's got a weird smell inside, which you won't find a car on our lot with cigarette smoke or pet odor. We just don't buy those type of cars. But you know, or it has some imperfection that didn't show up in the pictures. So we pull it in. If you notice, this lighting atmosphere is very bright. And so it reveals any dent, imperfection, stuff like that. In fact, this is the same lighting environment that anybody doing paint correction or paintless dent repair would use, just to expose, you know, differences in the body lines, the contour of the panels, all that stuff. So if there's a dent or a ding, it's going to pop up in this lighting. So without further ado, I'm going to go around this entire vehicle panel by panel. You know, you're trusting Sullivan Auto Trading to deliver you a good product, and we want to make sure there's no surprises whatsoever. So I tend to be a little overcritical with cars. I also have 30 years in the car business, so I know what to look for. I know how to spot paint work. I know how to spot body work and abnormalities in vehicles. So we are an award-winning dealership. We are the only dealership in the state of Virginia to win the state's quality award more than once, and we represented Virginia in Las Vegas this year and won the 2025 National Quality Dealer of the Year, and we're really proud of it. And it's from buying nice cars like this. So without further ado, here we go, starting from the bumper. Little caveat, anytime especially on black, anytime I start to go over a car, I always start from the front bumper, and it's usually the part with the most blemishes and imperfections. The front bumper is the shield to our car. It picks up every rock, every bug, you name it. So it's normal to see some minor, you know, bug etching and rock chips and stuff like that. And we do our best to wet sand, polish, and touch up all of those things so that they're not an eyesore. But I always start with the front, and sometimes it's not necessarily a good representation of the rest of the vehicle's condition, just because our bumpers do take so much blasting from the roads. But as we pan across here, the headlight housings are crystal clear. Aftermarket grille insert, which I think is a really nice touch on this vehicle. And we'll come around to the passenger side, headlight housing, crystal clear. I talk about headlight housings because it's important. UV damage can yellow these. You can also get water condensation inside. And headlights anymore, it's not like you can go online and buy a $100 headlight. These headlights, in a lot of cases, are HID, LED. Some adjust as you turn the steering wheel, and it's not abnormal to see an $1,100 or $1,200 headlight. I just did one in a Toyota Tundra, actually. So, so it's important that the headlights are clean, and these ones are very, very clean. As we panel on the side, the first thing I do is I look at the gapping on both sides of the hood. What we're looking for is imperfections. If they're not consistent on both sides, if you have any lineup issues, stuff like that. And this doesn't show any issues or any signs of previous paint work or body work. In fact, as I squat down here and I look down this body line all the way down, you can see how true that is all the way down and all the way through the curve of the front fender. So it looks outstanding. It's not wavy whatsoever. You can see how sharp that line is right through there. Sorry for the dirt in my fingernail there. I was wiping this car off, get the dust off of it. But as we pan across, you can see, now when I talk about bug etching, this is what I'm talking about. This is these tiny little spots here, 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 here. That is just from being blasted with bugs. This is after a buff, but it's not after a wet sand. So, you know, with black, everything, you know, kind of jumps out at you, but this is a pretty good looking front bumper. I mean, you have that's pretty consistent all the way across, which is normal. And the plastics look good. And And then we see it in the plastics down here look excellent also, but we can kind of see it through here. You can also see some rock chips that have already been touched up for you. And as you take a step back, I mean, everything disappears. Coming up to the hood looks good. Here is the lighting that exposes all dents and dings, right? So I'm gonna try to zoom in on it. It is right here. It's about a dime-sized ding right there in the hood, but I do not see anything else in terms of dents anywhere else on the hood. A couple areas that have been touched up on the hood that we can see, right here and right here. But overall, it's in really, really good condition, the front end of this vehicle is. Moving along to the fender. Fender looks good. See a minor blemish right there, which I'm gonna have them polish that off. That'll disappear when they're done. Rockers look great. Driver door looks good. Driver rear door looks good. All the way back around to the quarter panel. I always take my hand and I just kind of rub it along the bumper and quarter panel. Just want to make sure it's lined up good, and I don't see any evidence of body or paint work back here at all. The mud flaps are in great condition. The plastic diffuser that goes along the back side of the car is not scraped up at all. Looks like we got some PPF, which I love to see on cars, all the way along this top side of this bumper. So tail light housings are nice and clear. I like the Subaru logo on this. I like that better than the blue. But that can always be swapped out if you like the classic blue Subaru. Diffuser, style, spoiler, I don't know what you'd call that on the top. It's in great shape. Rear glass is in great shape, and so is the deck lid. Spoiler, try to get a shot here. Let's see what that is. Oh, it was fuzz. Passenger side quarter panel looks great. And lines up nice and flush with the bumper. Looking down from the back side here, I don't see any dents or blemishes anywhere on the passenger side. All of their door edges look good. I do see a minor little scuff right there. We'll have our guys polish that. So we have two spots here, and then on the other side, we're gonna have them go over one more time with a maybe wet sand and buff, knock that down the best we can. We'll make it look really good for you. Rocker panels are in great shape. Mud flaps are in great shape. And we're now back around to the front. So exterior of this vehicle looks great. I've owned a black car and they're impossible to keep blemish free, especially in a vehicle like this where you want to be able to drive it. You want to be able to take it on the road, but also not afraid to run it off the road and maybe some loose gravel. That's what makes these things so fun. And so to have a dark color car like this, I think it's got a really average front end, but the rest of the car is in great shape. Next, we're gonna go over the windshield. I do this on every vehicle now, just in case in transit. We have, maybe a driver, maybe chip a windshield or something like that. We just wanna show you in this video, there are no blemishes whatsoever on this windshield, and that's backed by Virginia State Safety Inspection. This car has been through a Virginia State Safety Inspection. We've also done our PDI, which stands for pre-delivery inspection, where we check everything that Virginia checks at the state safety level. But we have guidelines that are even higher than that. To give you an example, 2/32 of an inch is what they measure your brake pads for. If we have a car that's 2/32 of an inch, it's not getting a passing sticker. It's gonna get new brake pads. So we go up and above what Virginia requires, but we also check things that don't fall into the inspection. And we're making sure all of everything is operational in the car. And you can't, although we don't guarantee aftermarket products, we do check those too. So if you have aftermarket entertainment or aftermarket stereo, we can't necessarily go through that, but. All right, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna check all the wheels and tires. We're gonna check the condition of the wheels. We're gonna check the condition of the tires. So wheel looks like it's in outstanding shape. No curb rash anywhere on this driver front wheel, no oxidation. no blemishes. This is a good looking wheel, and the tires are brand new. I mean, probably less than 1,000 miles brand new. Moving along to the rear, matching set of tires, and the wheel is in equal condition as the front. Perfect wheel, no imperfection. And the person who owned this took their time when they parked, that's for sure. All four wheels are blemish free, does not have any curb rash, and has a brand new set of rubber on it. So let's go around now and crack the door, get a shot of the inside. I'm not a smoker, so I'm very sensitive to it. So I always stick my head in, give it a smell, very neutral smell. It doesn't really smell like anything. It's got all weather floor mats all the way through. Seats are in good condition. With these bucket style seats, sometimes we will see bolster wear, which you can kind of see how it glosses at the top here. That's just from your bottom sliding over it. No matter how careful you are, you're gonna get that, but seat's in excellent condition. Passenger seat is also in excellent condition. Shift boot looks good. Instrument cluster looks good. And before I forget, I always try to do this, because not every pre-owned vehicle you're gonna buy is gonna come with both sets of keys. This does come with both sets of Subaru keys. Go ahead and set those there. It does have heated seats, and I'm gonna go ahead and start it for you. So you got a Cobb tuner in the left-hand corner. That's kind of one of those aftermarket items that we don't get too involved in. But if you're a Subaru guy, I'm sure you know exactly what that is. All right, we're cold start. You can see no warning lights whatsoever other than my brake, my door's open, and my seatbelt is not on. Taking a look at the radio, everything looks good. Got your boost gauge up there. Opening the glove box, does have the owner's manual, does have the wheel lock key, does have the passing certificate for the Virginia State Safety Inspection. All weather mats all the way through. Car looks like brand new up here. So, cracking the back door, looking in, it is clean. And all weather mats continue through. It's a one-piece mat that actually goes over the hump there. Got a small scratch along the back here, but just really overall in great shape. Headliner's very clean. I'll go ahead and let me shut the headliner so I don't make sure I don't miss anything. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, but it's in great shape. Looks like the interior lights were replaced with an LED bulb, which I like, is much brighter. AC feels ice cold. It's about 100 degrees here in Virginia right now, so. And last, we'll go ahead and pop the hood and pop the trunk. Wrap this video up for you. Oh, nice. Subaru all-weather mat all the way through the back trunk there. And we'll get a shot of the motor. Oh, wow, that's clean. Sounds great. Looks like you got an intake, blow off valve. Battery looks to be very, very new. And it sounds perfect. It's a brand new filter. We just did a full synthetic oil change on this. And so we did change this oil with full synthetic, so you know that in the future. Make sure that our service guys did it. Sometimes we run out of these stickers, but nope, they placed it in there for you. So your next oil change is due, let's see, in about 5,000 miles, 6,000 miles. Let's see. No, excuse me. 10,000 miles. I guess that's what's recommended in these Subarus. So, and there you have it. So my overall opinion of this vehicle is very well taken care of. Some minor blemishes from rocks and bugs up in the front, but really, really minor stuff. I love these LED lights up here in the front. They really do look great. Wheels are all in outstanding condition. Tires are brand new, inside super clean. This will be a great vehicle for whoever decides to purchase it. If you have any questions at all, please give our crew a call back, 540-654-5200. There's no commission salespeople that work at this store. We all work as a team. I hope you enjoy this vehicle if you buy it, and thanks from all of us here at Sullivan Auto Trading.